Virgo, something is not as it seems. Something is working its way out of your experience so something new can come forward. Something blessing wise, something expansion wise. As this expansion is working to happen, a little bit of contraction may also be going on. See it as giving birth, potentially. Hello, beautiful souls, my Virgo friends. Thank you guys so much for joining me here and welcome to my table. If you're new here, hello, my name is Zachary. It's nice to meet you. And if you're returning, it's good to see you guys again. Pull up a chair or stand, whatever works for you. So, Virgo, there are a few messages that came through here, channel messages in meditation, some oracle cards, and then we'll get into tarot as we do. The messages that came in for you guys at this time. Virgo, deception was actually the very first thing. Deception! Something is deceiving. This may be us deceiving ourselves, somebody deceiving us, maybe even a little bit of both. With sulfur, we'll get into this here in a second, one of the meanings of this card is both and instead of either or, both and. So maybe there's a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, some deception going on around, okay? Circuitous deception. The next thing that I was given was oblique and periphery. So something off here to the side. We may see it. Those of us that may be a little bit more attuned to paying attention to the periphery here may see or sense something that's going on just off to the side. Let's keep going here. The next thing that I was shown was a hand reaching out of water, almost like a drowning imagery, somebody reaching up. They're reaching up to a wall. So there's nothing to grab. It's just a wall, a block of some sort. I was then shown an X. Not quite sure what this means. X has been coming through a lot in a lot of readings. X marks the spot. Not entirely sure what it means. Maybe it's X, Used to be Twitter, X. I don't know. I'd love to hear input, you guys, on if anything sparked for you too, because it has come through a lot. The next thing that I was given was, it was an image of a king, and he had his back towards me. And no matter what I did, this king would not turn around. So the message that I got is the king will not face us or will not turn around. Interesting message here too. I don't know if this is referring to, leaders, if it's the archetype, the divine masculine archetype within ourselves. We'll go a little bit further into this message to examine it. Next, I was shown a fan that had 3 blades that were stacked on top of each other. So imagine like a box fan. You've got a blade normally, or like 3 or whatever that spin around. So these 3 are like 3 sets of blades. It's the one on the outside and the one on the inside are soft. So if you were to touch it, it wouldn't harm you. And they were white. On the inside, there was a big metal bar that is black, that very similar to like a lawnmower. If you were to touch that, there would be some harm, some damage. So this is feeling like on the outside, things are looking, the light, ooh, ah. On the inside, though, there's something in the shadow, I feel strongly, is working its way up to come up and out. It needs to pass through the light here, though. We may even need to reach for it. But the way that it's situated right now could be dangerous. Let's get a little further into it. Something is not as it seemed. Be careful about what is inside, is what I was given. Okay, so let's move into your oracle messages here. Dive a little deeper. So the 2 that you guys got, or we got, is Jupiter and Sulfur. 404 on the timer too. So Jupiter and Sulfur. Sulfur here is the soul, representatory of the soul. Just as salt is the body and Mercury is the mind. Forgot I had some things written down here. So evaporation, up and out, both and. This is sulfur. It also kind of reminds me of a Pokeball. Gotta catch them all, okay? What is gross has beauty, and what is beautiful contains its own demise, is something that this card talks about, and that really stood out to me here. As we're talking about those blades, there's something like this beautiful fan. I don't know. This beautiful fan contains its own demise, almost like that metal blade that's on the inside is either it's not meant to be there, or it being there really throws off the balance of the machine. Like the machine was not designed to whip that around with the rest of the blades. So at some point it will be a part of its own demise. The imagery that's coming through is that robot, I think it's not functioning anymore, but there was this robot that was designed that leaked out its oil or some sort of fluid that was necessary for its functioning, and it would scrape it back in to the center. It was symbolic of, well, kind of us as humans, like this process of needing to keep ourselves safe, alive. In the beginning, the robot was able to dance here and there as it caught up, but near the end, it couldn't. It had no time for joy, right? It had no time to do little party dances because it was caught up. It was constantly trying to save itself, and in the end, it couldn't. That's really interesting imagery. So I think about just being human, like we do contain our own demise, no matter what. The second we're born, we're already dying, right? It's really beautiful, actually, to think of it that way. This feels a bit imposed, though, like something. This blade is not supposed to be there, like I said. So, but we need to know it's there without having to physically reach in. Okay, Jupiter. This is expansion, possibility, and fortune. Jupiter here can be expansion and contraction. So with sulfur as well, up and out, and expansion, what I'm seeing is this like geyser, like a boil, a cyst, something, whatever this black metal blade represents. This needs to come out, and it is coming out. This is whatever is not what it seems, right? With the energy of sulfur, it's coming up and out. The purpose of that is to be able to, like, I see whatever that is coming out, this pus, I don't know, the yuckiness. After that comes out, there's an ability for this experience to contract around that so that it can properly expand towards abundance and fortune. Jupiter is typically a pretty beneficial influence, but it can have its shadow effect too. Overconsumption, over focus on what other people think, right? Okay, let's go in a little bit further. 7:17 on the timer. Excuse me. We'll do a crow and then an animal oracle, then we'll get into tarot. For Virgo here, please. What does Virgo need to know at this time? Do this one. Wow, okay. Influence comes out. So when influence comes out here, we're talking about some sort of drugs, alcohol, food, sex, porn, toxic relationship, something very like devil energy, that shadow, something that's keeping us chained to the physical realm here. And I'm not pooping on any any one thing at all. There definitely is a balance between something being healthy and something then becoming toxic. So with up and out, we're talking about clearing some, well, maybe even addictions, you guys. With the shadow side of Jupiter as well, I was just saying, overindulging, caring too much about what other people, toxic relationships, like I was saying. It feels like this is what needs to be purged. There is this expansion happening, and this is being magnified because of that. As everything is being expanded, we're seeing the things that do need to come up and out. Take this as it resonates, you guys. It is a general message. I would say maybe the stronger that there is a reaction to, especially when influence comes up, there's a stronger reaction to that. There is some chord of truth that's being struck. Okay. I encourage you to meditate on that. All right. So let's get into the wild unknown animal spirit oracle for Virgo. What does Virgo need to know this time? What else does Virgo need to know? Okay. Fish here at the bottom. So there's a caution towards which flow it is that you're going with. Don't necessarily take the easiest path just because it's easiest. It may lead you further into this metal blade, right? It's Cosmic Egg and Spider is what came out. The speeder. Cosmic Egg is the crown chakra. As we're talking about up and out, I do feel like we are purging, you guys. We're purging some sort of energy and allowing that clearing. Whatever has been contracted to push that out now has the ability to expand. I'm seeing like a turkey baster. Like you push everything out, right? Now there's a power vacuum. Something else must be sucked back in. This is an opportunity here to suck in the positive sides or the light sides of Jupiter, that expansive energy, blasting through, blocks where there's been blocks before. So the spider, this is a reminder here of like the web we weave, the contribution that we have to our own life. So what I'm getting from this is you're being recommended to pay attention to your behaviors, pay attention to the things that you do on a daily basis, and watch how it's crafting the life that you live. We can make changes at any time. We can change the web at any time. And interesting, actually, this is coming through with spider and influence here. I saw there was a study done a while ago where they did um, like they would, I don't know how they get this inside of spiders' bodies, but certain substances, cocaine, heroin, marijuana, caffeine was something that they used to. Many different substances that they would get in these spider systems, and then watch how they produce a web. And each one of them absolutely impacted the spider's natural ability to weave the web that it needed to survive, to grab food, home, shelter, whatever's going on here. None of them assisted the spider in making its trap, home, whatever here any better. It always made it worse. Again, I'm not saying like, maybe some of us need to go sober, right? This is just an encouragement to say like, hey, there's an impact. Everything we do has an impact. Okay. All right, let's get into your tarot messages here. Spirit, where are we going to start? Crow. Okay. We'll start with the Crow Tarot for Virgo. Crow for Virgo. Spirit, what do we have here for Virgo at this time? Messages for Virgo. Ooh, the Lovers here at the split. A decision needs to be made, you guys. Definitely. Decision needs to be made. Could have something to do with a relationship, romantic relationship for you guys. Huge shout out to my channel members, you guys. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for your love and support. If you're interested in becoming a channel member yourself, there's a link under or in the description of this video. There's also a join button next to the subscribe under this video. Feel free to hit subscribe if you haven't already. I do have personal readings open and available if you need help with something a little bit more personal to you. You can check out my website. There's a link in the description of this video too. Okay. What do we have for Virgo? Virgo. Two of Wands here at the bottom. So this is your hopes and dreams. Hopes and dreams. Two of Wands, again, a decision needs to be made here. We're at this point where I see this as potential energy, like the pre-planning phases of deciding to start an exercise routine, a diet, to move somewhere. This is the pre-planning phase. You're thinking about starting, or pre-planning 1 or 2. You're thinking about starting, but you're not quite ready to put energy into it, or you're thinking and planning to start because you're ready to put energy into it. I feel like there are different levels here as far as where we're starting, but it's the same. We're hoping to make a change, you guys. We're hoping to move some energy into motion, into the Three of Wands, which is expansion. Well, hey, where else are we going here? Modern Witch, okay. Modern Witch, I haven't pulled this out for a minute. For Virgo, please, Spirit, what do we have going on for Virgo? And this is a general message, you guys, so please keep that in mind. You are very intelligent. Please use your head, heart, and intuition to decipher if these messages are for you and which ones, if they are. If they're not, King of Wands has stood out here a couple times, so I feel like I need to say something. We're looking at stepping into a leadership quality, because this is the shadow pile as I'm shuffling here, and that king, like the king will not face us. This is kind of that vibe that I'm getting here. Something is lurking in the shadows as far as leadership. Ego. Okay. Yeah. All right. Please use your head, heart, and intuition to decipher which of these messages are for you. If they're not for you, please leave them behind. We're not going to force things that don't fit. That doesn't make sense. Two of Cups and Ace of Cups falls out here. So connection, a new opportunity for a relationship. Could be business, could be friendship. Maybe reaching out for help if there's something you need to purge here and you're struggling with. Okay. Check out any other major placements in your chart, or all signs, as we do have every sign in our chart. Just depends on which house. If you're curious about going deeper into your story, I highly recommend it. Okay. And I do actually, you guys, have a new channel that I started for collective readings. So this channel that you have subscribed to or watching right now will remain the zodiac signs. I'll continue doing zodiac signs. I do have some collective readings I've done here on this channel, but I opened up a collective channel where I will be doing those moving forward. So if you enjoy the collectives or you want to check those out, please check out my other channel there. Please subscribe. It's pinned at the top of the main page when you visit my page. Okay. Thank you. I love you. So, your fear aversion here. Two of Swords. Well. This is making a decision. So, with the Two of Wands here as your hope, and the Two of Swords as your anxiety or fear, it feels like you're feeling between a rock and a hard place. And in a lot of situations, we kind of are in this weird liminal space where we may feel that we don't have much control. Where we have control always is the way that we are working our inner realm, the choices that we make on a daily basis for ourselves, and maybe the way that we treat others. Okay. No matter what's going on in the world, remember that that is within your control. I do feel like there is. Oh, interesting. It says, or it looks like it does anyway. It says we in the waves here. I've never noticed that before. And being in the water, like the in meditation, that hand coming out, reaching the wall. Interesting. So that's representing all of us, is the way that I'm taking this. This wall could even be the bench this person's sitting on here. Like we're reaching up to make a choice, but we feel like we're not even on this platform here to balance these decisions. We're stuck in the water, which could represent emotion, drowning in emotion, or just symbolic of drowning in general. So the fear here, I feel like, is we can't even get up to the platform, like I said, to make the decision that we need to make. Okay, let's get into it, you guys. Here we go. So general to start, Four of Pentacles. I do feel that security, stability is something that has come through for a lot of the signs recently. There's a lot of security and stability that's being tested or rocked right now, globally. There is an encouragement here, though, to be cautious about what it is that you're clinging to. This card in particular is interesting because most Four of Pentacles, they're holding on to one pentacle. There's two at their feet, one at their crown, and it symbolizes, can be miserly activity, clinging to that which makes us feel safe or allows us to feel safe. But in that process of clinging, we're also broadcasting this message that I'm not safe. This, there's lack. There's only so much here, resources, money, safety, food, whatever. So there's a caution to this behavior right now. But ultimately, we're talking about your safety and security. Ace of Pentacles coming through to clarify. Back to what I was saying here with the two pentacles. I see this as, with the Ace of Pentacles coming in now, there's a need to put one of those pentacles back to your feet, back to where you feel grounded. Like I'm seeing you're off balance here, maybe balancing on one foot. No matter what's going on around us, we're not ever going to be able to handle anything unless we are well grounded. With Ace of Pentacles, though, I do see this as a way through, is showing itself, is coming forward. Something needs to come up and out, though. Fear, addiction, right? New opportunities coming forward from nothing even. Okay, can we get a little bit more on that, please, Spirit? The general here for Virgo. Spread your wings, confidence leads to freedom and growth. Acceptance, too. Accept past and current situations, work through issues gracefully. Here, spread your wings. Confidence that leads to freedom and growth. If you're hanging on to whatever, food, money, toilet paper, I don't know, there are many different fears that are going on right now. I promise you that no matter what, we will make it through this. We will. And it's not going to be in creating larger islands of ourselves. Okay. Not everything needs to be connected. Um, there are some things that need to be purged up and out. But when we're talking about this experience together in creating a world where we do feel safe, there is a need to connect with others to build that reality. We're never going to do that by ourselves alone in our basement. Okay. That's kind of what I'm getting. Like, there's a need to spread your wings, drop holding whatever this is that you're gripping out of fear. It's time to spread your wings, to have faith and trust and a little bit of pixie dust. Very like fool energy. Okay. Um, good stuff. Good stuff at this time. Page of Swords. So, God, and this has been coming through a lot. I'll get to that part in a second. Because I think Page of Swords has come through, was it Cancer in the good stuff too? So, Page of Swords, this is the student of the deck, an opportunity and encouragement to learn something new. I feel like we are talking about, like, maybe we don't know what it is that is coming up and out, but you're feeling it, feeling more pressure. Maybe you have been having, month or longer headache, right? This pressure is needing to come up and out. As it's happening though too, there's a need to learn from this. Like, why was this here in the first place? Why did I carry this with me for so long? You see what I'm saying? This is being encouraged, and energy that is surrounding you with your spiritual team, God, universe, all that jazz. There is support to see what needs to be seen right now. This can also symbolize like spying behavior, and it was the first thing that popped into my mind here. But this idea of like either the watchmen or the watchers being watched. I had in my galactic royalty reading about 6 months ago. I do have them in my collective folder, collective playlist here on this channel. It is also on the collective channel, you guys, if you want to check that out. It is a series, and I know there will be more messages. But that first one mentioned being watched. You're being watched. And it's kind of come through in other readers too since then, like with 13 Moon Tarot. Andy, I've been talking about her a lot lately. I'm not really sure why. She's just coming up a lot. Check her out if you haven't checked her channel out. She's absolutely fantastic. And her one of her last collectives, it was after her last Cancer actually, where she mentioned like the Watchmen or the Watchers being watched. More messages that have come through on this, you guys, is this is a benefit, being in your good stuff here. This process of being watched is not a punishment. It is not sadomasochistic. It is like I described it in, I can't remember which reading that was recently here, but in rock climbing, I was Gemini. The belayer, as you're coming down a mountain face, somebody is at the top letting out rope with intention to provide like a physical brake system. And there's a communication that happens between the belayer up top and the one who is descending. The one who's descending says, on belay. The belayer then says belay on and lets the rope down. This is communication that's happening between the two, so they're both alert and aware to keep everything safe. That's kind of the watching feeling that I'm getting here. So there's watching. Oh, I'm getting buzzing there too. There's watching that's happening, but what we may not be participating in is communicating as well. There's such a need right now to communicate very specifically with the spirit realm what it is that we need, what we need help with, okay? Whether that's clarity, money, home, food, whatever. We have to communicate that, okay? All right, moving forward. The world. The world comes through here too. In your good stuff. So something coming to a close, something ending. Whatever that stuff is coming up and out to allow for greater expansion, we're stepping through this portal with new magical abilities here, able to take on the world in ways that we weren't able to before. I love that. The whole world being watched too. Yeah. Yeah, and things are not as it seems. One of the meanings here with the world card, as they do appear female, right? Here. This banner or rope is actually covering male genitalia. This is an intersex individual. can represent that things are not as they seem, which is what came through in meditation. This is a good thing, you guys. This is actually, I love that. This is a reminder here that what you're seeing around you right now is not really what's going on. To not fall prey to that. This is where we need to let go of whatever it is we're gripping to safety wise. Okay. So what you don't see coming, or what's in the dark here. So what you don't see coming is 3 of Cups. Ooh. Assistance coming through. The brigade is what I'm hearing. They're coming. They're coming through. This is it's victory. It's celebrating this victory too with those that you love. Your soul tribe. So what you don't see coming is an opportunity to celebrate. One of the meanings of this card too can be celebrating even when there is a situation where it feels like not celebrating. We're going to create a reason to celebrate. But what you don't see coming here is a reason coming forward to celebrate. Okay, what else here, please, Spirit? 6 of Swords. Ooh, what's in the dark here? This transition is happening, you guys. Moving from a war-torn state here to where there is peace. There could be immigration for some of you. This can symbolize that. But you're transitioning from somewhere where there's been pain, sorrow, grief, war even, to where there is peace, an ability to heal. In order to take this trek, though, something needs to be sacrificed. There's baggage that needs to be left at the place that you're coming from. This, I'm brought back to this too, whatever's being clung onto here. This is a difficult process, though, for sure. There is a huge leap of faith that's happening here in order to let go. So whatever these things are that are coming up and out, I feel very strongly that this is your go-to. This is your go-to move to stay alive, to stay safe, right? So it's feeling very counterproductive, counterintuitive to let go of something that you know has kept you safe up until now. And this isn't, I'm not saying, put yourself in situations where you're not safe. Please, like I said, you guys are intelligent. Use your head, heart, and intuition here. There is a sacrifice that's being requested here, and to have faith that it will be okay, because it will. Realignment, shift your perspective for a gained sense of clarity. Now, this is a tricky one. Communicate, receive, and express the truth. It's not a light switch. And, personally, I'm dealing with my own shit too, you guys, always. I'm a human being. I'm alive in the world today. I'm not immune from the horse shit, right? I'm right here with you guys. I got feet on the ground too. It can be really difficult and time consuming to shift the perspective. But with this coming through in the way that it is, I'm just feeling encouraged to say how important it is. Keep at it. Even if you have a day where it needs to be a fuck it day. That's okay. That's okay. To just shut down and not worry about anything else around you except for rolling up in a blanket, make yourself a human potato burrito, and lay on the couch or lay in bed, okay? That's okay. But the next day, you're going to try again. We're going to keep going, one step at a time. Okay, your difficulty or obstacle at this time. 8 of Pentacles, okay. 8 of Pentacles, this is work. The work. This is the difficulty, yes. We are tired. We're feeling burnt out right now. We're like, how can I even? Where am I gathering the energy here to do what it is that I need to do? And I can relate to that too, you guys. I am Virgo rising, Virgo moon. So I do feel Virgo energies very strongly as well. I have been struggling with energy levels personally as well. Feeling very tired, very tired. I do have narcolepsy, but just even beyond that, like, you know what I mean? It's been rough. So it seems like we're all going through this right now. Do what you can, take steps when you can, rest when you need to. This is a message that's been coming through that's very important as well. Queen of Swords comes through to clarify. So back to 8 of Pentacles here real quick, being the difficulty. I feel like a big part of this is doing the work, putting something into action, doing your part in something. Queen of Swords here, this is truth, the pursuit of truth and nothing but it. She's blunt, but she's kind. She's not totally disconnected from her heart space, but she can see logically what's going on, and she's got something to say. She recognizes emotionally the experience as well, but that's not stopping her from speaking what needs to be spoken. So blunt but kind. The difficulty right now, I feel, is saying something, period. Maybe it is communicating. We had communicate, receive, and express the truth. Maybe the difficulty right now is doing this in a kind way. Not that we're walking on eggshells for people, but there's a difference between being that bitch, right? Genderless, of course. I just say it like it is and this and that. It's not cute. It's really not. It's not a cute shade on anybody. It's, well, rather an indicator of trauma, right? So if that's the case, I'm brought back again here to the Four of Pentacles. That is what's coming up and out. We don't need that anymore. That may have kept us safe at some point, but we're evolving into the next level, to the next form, into our new abilities, which is being able to use our words, as powerful as they are, in the ways that they need to be used. We're not just like scattershot, this energy. We're at a time of very precise movements. We're taking the rage, anger, and truth, and we're putting them in the places that are most effective. We're not just barfing or diarrheaing all over everyone and everything because we're having a hard time with our emotions. I know you know what I'm saying. Let's get one card here for Virgo regarding the difficulty. Please. Leap of faith. Taking a risk, stepping out into the beauty and the unknown. There's the Fool card. 2 actually did come out. Pay attention. Look out for signs from the divine. Acknowledge red flags. Yeesh. Back to influence too. If you are in success, it's time to shine. Success from what you pour your heart into. If you are someone who's leaning into substances, numbing behaviors of any sort, you guys, take this as this is a sign here saying it's difficult to see the signs correctly if you are in a state of being numbed all the time. That's actually going against your better good, your highest good. Okay, we'll pull lights here, Sarah. Can I do one of these? No, okay. I mean, Starseed Oracle, excuse me. Pull an Oracle card here for Virgo, or 2. Okay, Whale and Orca Elders. So I'm going to read these, and then I'm actually going to go into an extended, you guys. If you want to join me there, links will be in the description of the video. Whale and Orca Elders, share your song, frequency of sound, and diving deep. This is about calling out to your tribe. How can your tribe recognize you if you're not singing your song? Back to the Queen of Swords with the difficulty. If you're speaking from a place of fear, of abuse, that's not your song. That's not your song. Who sings that song? Not you, Virgo. That is not attracting your tribe. And this isn't about being attractive to other people. It's about calling in your tribe. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. Yeah, thank God you're not for everyone. You are for your tribe, right? This totally applies to me too. I'm totally fine embracing my weirdness. I don't give a shit. You like me or don't like me? No. Thanks for being here. If you do like me, if you don't, I'm definitely not going to lose any sleep at night, and neither should you guys. We're not here for everyone. Can I pull one of these? Yes, now. Okay. I do want to finish off with one of these. I just love this deck. Medicine Heart by Alana Fairchild. And then I'll get into the extended. For Virgo, please, Spirit. $27, the Cicada Christ. Ooh. He's handsome. Okay, I'll read this to you guys here. Your true purpose motivates your heart, generating a willingness to tackle all obstacles, fears, and doubts in order to live it. Hidden terrors may arise as secret yearnings become conscious, yet your courageous honesty effortlessly magnetizes divine assistance to protect the path and reveal the way. Up and out. Terrors. Acknowledge the deep desires of your heart. You have it within you to attain your destiny. Timing, even delays, are working to your benefit. Ooh, I love that. Love that. Okay. Virgo, I love you guys so much too, and I hope this message is helpful. Like I said, I'm going to move into the extended. We're going to go over direct messages from your higher self, love and advice, career and advice. We look at what you're manifesting right now based on thoughts and emotions, and then what the outcome looks like. So I'd love to have you guys there if you want to join me. If not, that's okay. I'll see you next time. Links are in the description, like I said. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Everybody, I do appreciate the support to me and the growth of this channel. I couldn't do this without you, and I wouldn't do this without you. If this did resonate with you and you feel called to donate, I do have my Cash App and PayPal links in the description. It isn't mandatory, but to those who do support the channel that way, thank you. Thank you, thank you. It goes a long way, and I couldn't do this without you. So, Virgo, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all very soon. Be well.